Right now, after tragedy strikes Wisconsin's law enforcement community for now a fourth time just this year, how local law enforcement agencies are reacting.
Also, the latest on a Janesville coach's arrest after admitting to putting recording devices in the girls' locker room.
And later, you can now get Narcan at every school in Beloit. Why that decision was made. Welcome to News 3 Now at 6. 4 Wisconsin law enforcement officers have been killed in the line of duty this year. It's a number not seen since 2000.
St. Croix County Sheriff's Deputy Katie Lacing is among the 4 killed on Saturday while responding to a drunk driving incident. Our Kyle Pazorski has reaction from law enforcement leaders in southern Wisconsin as the mourning continues.
Well, as you can see from this map here, 2 of these incidents were in rural areas, resulting in 3 officer deaths. They've happened all in these rural areas across the state. Now, Grant County Sheriff Nate Dreckman tells me that when it comes to policing these areas, incidents like this have a mental toll on their staff.
And all we can do is train hard and support our staff.
In rural areas of Wisconsin, there is a heightened awareness of the danger of being a law enforcement officer.
Our deputies are out there by themselves on a majority of calls.
Dreckman tells me that the recent deaths of Cameron Officer Timothy Scheel, Chautauqua Officer Emily Breidenbach, and now St. Croix County Deputy Katie Lacing will have a lasting impact far beyond just the communities they served.
You know, we talk about it here and we check on our staff to make sure they're dealing with it as well. It's going to stick with them forever. And you know, it's whether it's them, the Cameron Police Department, the Chautauqua Police Department, whatever it is, you know, it's something for years.
The police deaths are not exclusive to rural areas. In February, Milwaukee police officer Peter Jarving was killed. The deaths are something police in Madison are also keeping an eye on.
Every day you leave your home with the intention of to do good, and knowing that that may not mean that you come home.
Madison Police Chief Sean Barnes says it comes down to building a relationship with the communities police serve.
If we understand that everyone has a job to do, and even if you're doing something wrong, like driving while impaired, the police have a role to play.
Hoping to put a stop to this year's sobering trend.
We cannot do this job without the cooperation of our public. We appreciate that, and everyone understands that we have a job to do.
Following Saturday's death of Deputy Lacing, MPD, along with many other departments around Wisconsin, authorized the use of what's called a mourning badge to show their support.
The Grant County coroner is ruling that a man who went missing from Platteville last year and found dead earlier this year died of hypothermia. The Grant County Sheriff's Office says Ronald Henry's death was accidental due to hypothermia from prolonged exposure to cold weather. Officials say methamphetamine use was also a contributing factor. Henry was reported missing in December after traveling to Platteville to take a live-in farm job with a friend and their uncle. In March, his body was later found in a ravine about a mile south of the residence where he was last seen.
Right now, police are searching for 2 teenage suspects in a deadly Sunday shooting. Authorities say officers arrived at an apartment complex in Fond du Lac to find 3 victims. A 20-year-old woman, 18-year-old man, and 49-year-old man were all sent to the hospital. The woman later died.
I heard the gunshots. It sounded so loud, like a machine gun. So I was like, oh my God, I thought it was fireworks. I'm like, because ain't nobody shooting in Fond du Lac. I know that. Yeah. Came outside, seen the girl laying in the middle of the street. That's sad.
Willie says she's now scared to live here as she's struck.
Police are now looking through security footage and doorbell camera video. They say the suspects, a 14 and 17-year-old, may be armed and dangerous. A Kenosha man is dead after saving his brother's life. Yesterday, emergency crews were called to part of Sheridan Road in the village of Summers for a report of a possible drowning in the Pike River. Officials say a man was struggling in the water when his brother and another man jumped in to save him. As the struggling man was being pulled to shore, officials say his brother went under the water and did not come back up. His body was eventually found underwater and was later pronounced dead.
Now let's turn our attention to the first warn forecast now with Julian Seawright.
Well, the good news is that we are starting to see a bit of some break in our sky cover after such a rainy start to the work week. We're now looking for drier weather ahead. But taking a look at just how much rain we got. Just a little bit more than a half of an inch here in Madison, which has pushed our total so far for this year, 2023, near 11.5 inches of rainfall so far, which is about an inch, close to an inch and a half of a surplus or more than normally for this time of year. And whereas that rain in itself was starting to fall apart, the system is continuing to move itself east. Might get a couple of sprinkles, areas just north and west of Madison, but overall, we're looking for the rain threat in itself to pretty much be done for the rest of this evening. So even as we take a look at the next 3 hours, might see a couple of showers try to develop near Platteville, but overall things are going to be staying rather dry over the course of the next several hours. Last 24 hours, though, we had areas just near Platteville, between Lafayette, Grant, Rock, and for Greene counties is where we saw the biggest gainers of rainfall, near an inch for many of those areas for our radar estimates. But now what's ahead is some cooler weather and some quieter weather. We're looking at the clouds to linger into the rest of the nighttime hours, but temperatures are going to hold into those middle 50s until we get into the overnight. We can see those upper 40s throughout much of southern Wisconsin. We're going to talk about that warm-up and the pleasant pattern we're going to jump into in just a few moments. Tellen, back to you guys.
To continuing coverage now on a Janesville high school coach accused of putting a recording device inside a girl's locker room, and officials say there may be as many as 18 victims. In a press conference, police say 38-year-old Brian Kitzman admitted to recording students in a locker room for 2 years. He's been arrested on tentative charges of child pornography possession along with other crimes. Police say they've searched Kitzman's home and the rest of the school for other recording devices. The school district says it's providing extra support to students during this investigation.
We do know that there's lots of emotions that all of us are feeling at this time, anger, frustration, and we are working hard to make sure that we are providing supports for all of us who are feeling those.
Police say they have notified one student and their family so far.
To Adams County, where deputies are investigating a crash that killed a man. Deputies say 22-year-old Adam Hansen died after being thrown from the vehicle. It happened on Fern Avenue, east of County Highway Z in Springville at about 1:15 Friday morning. Hansen's vehicle was found in a wooded area. Deputies believe he was traveling west when he lost control and then went into a ditch, hitting several trees. They say speed and alcohol were factors in the crash.
The school district of Beloit is making changes to their emergency response kits, putting Narcan next to EpiPens.
This comes after 10 people in the city of Beloit have died from drug overdoses in the past 2 months. Tahlil Mohideen joins us with the story. Tahlil.
2 doses of the life-saving medication that reverses the effects of drugs like heroin and fentanyl is now a fixture in every district school. The request for the emergency response kit came at the insistence of community members who were worried it was only a matter of time before an overdose happened in a school. District leaders say while they haven't had issues with students in their schools overdosing, the reality is some are using.
The school, we are responsible for staff, students, and volunteers and guests that come into our building. So we just want to make sure that we're prepared in case of an emergency.
District officials say they also weighed concerns the Narcan kits would normalize drug use, but said the risk and the conversations were already happening in their community. Beloit's police chief says many of his officers also carry Narcan. He says in addition to finding and prosecuting those responsible for bringing the drugs in, education among community members is also necessary.
Community Health Services is expanding its presence in the state by opening a new opioid treatment clinic in Madison. Today, the clinic held a ribbon-cutting ceremony to celebrate its grand opening. The new clinic is projected to open to clients later this month and will be open 7 days a week with extended hours from 5 a.m. to 8 p.m.
Once you've been in treatment for a while and you start getting, your employment and things start working out for you really well, we want to be able to have extended hours so that it's convenient for you and so that your treatment doesn't get in the way of you working or having a job or taking care of your kids.
CMS provides treatment for those struggling with opioid use disorder, operating more than 45 clinics across 9 states. Deadly overdoses from fentanyl have surged in recent years, and not just for adults. The number of children and teens who died from fentanyl overdoses increased 30-fold from 2013 to 2021. That's according to data published in the journal JAMA Pediatrics. More than 5,000 children died from overdoses involving fentanyl in the last 20 years, and half of those deaths happened during the first 2 years of the pandemic. The vast majority of pediatric deaths from fentanyl are among teens ages 15 to 19. Coming up, a furniture company recalls thousands of its bunk beds.
Plus, a month after changing how long they serve alcohol to fans, find out what the Milwaukee Brewers have decided to do for the rest of the season.
Experience, knowledge, and results. That's what you need when you've been in a serious truck accident. Call Gruber Law Offices. We've successfully helped people injured by big trucks for more than 35 years. Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
Camp for less at Camping World in DeForest. We have hundreds of RVs to choose from with quality pre-owned RVs starting at $99.99 and new RVs starting at just $134 a month. Plus, every RV purchase comes with a Good Sam Elite membership and access to our nationwide service network. We guarantee you'll get the best deal or give you $1,000. Stock up on everything you need for the RV and campsite with our huge selection of RV accessories. Looking to sell your RV? We pay the most. Click, call, or come in to Camping World in DeForest today.
Superior, Wisconsin. It's a fisherman's paradise. Outfit yourself with gear and the latest fishing conditions from Jim over here.
It's John.
Celebrate Memorial Day at Brothers Maine, where unbeatable appliance deals come with expert advice. Enjoy special prices and free delivery on top brands like Whirlpool, Maytag, and KitchenAid. Visit us today and feel like family at Brothers Maine.
Cheers.
Cheers.
To your big promotion.
And to your new house.
I know. What? I guess you had to move fast in this market.
Right? Best thing I did was get a pre-approval from Summit. Once I knew my budget, I only looked at homes I could make a serious offer on.
And how's construction going on your place?
1 month left.
Must be stressful.
Actually, no. I'm working with Summit too, and they've been great about answering all my questions and guiding me along. It's been easy.
Whether you're building or buying a home, Summit Credit Union is here to help.
After a serious truck crash, you need a team who knows how to handle trucking cases and gets results. You need Gruber Law Offices. There's never a fee until we win. Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
You're watching News 3 Now at 6.
The Walker Edison Furniture Company is issuing a voluntarily recall of more than 120,000 twin bunk beds due to fall and impact hazards. So the company says those wooden slats that support the beds, well, they can break. The roughly 121,000 twin bunk beds were sold online through Amazon, Walmart, Home Depot, and other retailers. The beds were sold between February of 2010 and February of 2022.
Meanwhile, Planet Fitness wants to make sure teens make their mental and physical health a top priority this summer. The company is offering free memberships to teens aged 14 to 19. The high school summer pass program includes workouts and personal training tailored to teens. The program runs through August 31st. Participating teens can also share a TikTok clip describing their experience in the program for a chance to win a $10,000 scholarship.
1 month after extending alcohol sales through the end of the 8th inning, the Brewers are now going back to cutting off sales after the 7th inning. The team extended sales because of shortened game times caused by Major League Baseball's new pitch clock rules. Team spokesperson Tyler Barnes said extending the sale window did not make much of a difference in how much alcohol was sold. The decision to extend the sales time also drew criticism from MLB players, with some saying allowing fans to drink so late into games posed a safety risk.
Well, after the break, why some Wisconsin veterans are now in hog heaven thanks to a nonprofit.
Also a special event 20 years in the making at Hook's Cheese today. What makes it so rare and how you can get a piece of it.
And temperatures will be heating back up for the rest of the week. Julian has your complete forecast right after the break.
What you see is important. That makes quality eye care important too. Get personalized care from experienced optometrists at Shopko Optical. Better eye care. You'll see.
Shopko Optical welcomes more insurance plans than ever. Call to book an exam and verify coverage.
Experience does count. When you're shopping for new furniture, a mattress set, or flooring, come to the experts at McGann Furniture and Flooring in Baraboo. Our experienced staff is well trained in home decorating and will answer all your questions so you can buy with confidence. You'll find big city selection and an enjoyable shopping experience. And remember, we don't raise prices only to lower them later for a sale. Come see the difference experience can make at McGann Furniture and Flooring, downtown Baraboo.
Recent hailstorms in your neighborhood may have caused damage to your roof. Don't let fly-by-night, out-of-the-state, inexperienced roofers rip you off. Who should you trust to fix your roof and do it right? Fry Construction. For more than 20 years, Fry Construction and Home Improvement has continued to earn the trust of area homeowners. And when the roof over your family is damaged, we jump into action. After all, we're your neighbor too. Call Fry Construction and Home Improvement now to get your free hail inspection.
DePaco Credit Union empowers your well-being, helps you reach your goals. Because when our members love life, it makes a brighter community for all. DePaco can help you be well.
To everyone who appreciates a handcrafted meal, are you ready for a taste of Wisconsin?
Butterburger's cooked fresh, just the way you like.
The way you love.
Definitely love. And our thick and creamy frozen custard, we make it for you all throughout the day.
All day.
All day, every day. Put it in the extra work and not cutting corners. Takes a little longer.
But it's how we've always done it at Culver's. Because making your meal with care shows how much we care.
From Wisconsin with love.
Welcome to Delicious.
What you see is important. That makes quality eye care important too. Get personalized care from experienced optometrists at Shopko Optical. Better eye care. You'll see.
Schedule your comprehensive eye exam at shopko.com or bring in your outside prescription.
You're watching News 3 Now at 6.
Hey, welcome back. A nonprofit in Green Bay is helping veterans feel the healing power of the open road with the gift of a free Harley-Davidson. President of Hogs for Heroes, Kevin Thompson, says it's their way of showing respect to those who have served. Veteran Mike Erickson says he plans to use his new bike to visit his daughter, who now lives in Colorado.
It's really actually overwhelming, not really something that I think veterans think they deserve. I mean, it's awesome to get. The meaning behind it, probably bigger than the bike itself.
The nonprofit plans to surprise more veterans with a new Harley in the coming weeks.
Happening today, Hook's Cheese Company is releasing its 20-year cheddar to the public. Tony Hook himself will be cutting the cheese in a special ceremony in Mineral Point this evening. Hook's makes 70 different varieties of cheese, but this 20-year cheddar is their crown jewel. There simply is no other 20-year cheddar available. It is so rare, it is like finding a needle in a haystack of cheese. This is only the third time that Tony Hook has released a 20-year cheddar.
If you just set something aside, chances are it might turn bitter in a year, 2 years, 5 years. So that's why we taste test it at least once a year all the way along, just to make sure it develops like we want.
So because of the time and labor involved, it sells for $209 a pound. Hook's Cheese is taking pre-orders on their website, and we've got a link to that at channel3000.com. But you need to act fast if you want a slice of the action. When the 20-year batch debuted in 2015, all 450 pounds sold out in 2 days.
How about that? Now I want some cheese. A 1-year cheddar would be nice. I'll take it. All right, Terrace Avenue will be full of art on May 20th for Art Walk Middleton. The Middleton Arts Committee will host the event, which is set to feature dozens of artists selling their work from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. There will also be artist demonstrations throughout the day, as well as opportunities to make your own art. You may also be able to get some of the works through a silent auction. The event is free and parking is available at 8001 Terrace Avenue. And it's a rainy start to the work week, but temperatures will start warming up. Julian, that sounds pretty good.
Yeah, it definitely does. Something that I'm looking forward to. But since we did have such a rainy start, it's ironic because we got to talk about our umbrella contest. Because our winner from a submission in Iowa, where you could see this overlooking storms over towards Wisconsin by Heidi Andre, is our winner for our Monday's contest of the umbrella contest winner. So congratulations, Heidi. And if you would like to submit your very own photo for a chance to win one of our very own First Warn weather umbrellas. Again, just submit your photo onto firstwarn@WISC-TV.com or use the phone app, and then we will be selecting whether or not you are the winner and reaching out to you. But now let's talk about the forecast. Going into the rest of this evening, might see a couple of drizzle or light showers, mainly just to the north and west of Madison. But over the next 3 hours, we're going to be seeing things really fall apart and just be dry as we head into our Monday nights, getting ready for our Tuesday. Now, over the last 24 hours, we saw some pretty good rain totals, especially just south and west of Dane County. You can see from Platteville all the way towards Janesville, many areas got about an inch, maybe even potentially more from our radar estimates. But around Dane County, we saw about a little bit of more than a half of an inch of rainfall, which is still pretty good for us as we continue our pretty rainy spring. Now, tonight we're looking at temperatures into the upper 40s, so it's going to be a nice, cool night, quiet. Cloud cover is going to stick around until we get into about our afternoon for our Tuesdays. Temperatures will rise to the lower 70s. We're also looking for plenty of opportunities to see some sunshine. Though it's not going to be in abundance, we will see some sun, which is going to be good news for us throughout much of our Tuesdays. Lower 70s really take hold of our air as we get into much of our Tuesday afternoon. And taking a look at our future track, we are going to be seeing some cloud covers linger overnight as temperatures fall into the middle and upper 40s. But as we get into our Tuesday afternoon, again, temperatures are going to be already into the mid 60s. That cloud cover will start to break up as we get into our Tuesday afternoon, evening hours, and around dinner time. It's going to open us up into those lower 70s and then even overnight hours back into the middle 50s, and that's going to be sticking around throughout much of the overnight. So it's not going to be too mild, but still rather cool as we get into the overnight, transitioning into our Wednesday, where we have even warmer air for us. We're looking for the trend, especially once we get into our Wednesday afternoon, of more 70s for us here in southern Wisconsin, which is just going to be a good start throughout the rest of this week as we finally get to have a little bit more pleasant weather. But our First Warn team has been tracking some wet weather heading into our Mother's Day weekend, starting in from around Saturday nights, and going into our Sunday. We could start to see a bit of some shower and rain activity. Maybe a thunderstorm could be thrown in there as well. So be prepared for some wet weather for Mother's Day. You may want to have your festivities indoors. But other than that, 3 things we'll need to know. We could expect some fog overnight into our early Tuesday morning, 70s to near 80s throughout the next several days. And then heading into the weekend, we're going to be cooling down pretty dramatically heading into Sunday as we fall into the upper 60s. And we're looking for some wet trends starting in from our Friday nights into the weekend hours as well. As temperatures look to maintain into the 70s, they'll be back after that dip from Sunday, back into the lower 70s next week. And right now, plenty of sunshine.
And coming up in sports, Big Ten tournament bound. Why Wisconsin says Wednesday night under the lights is what it's all about this time of year. That's next on News 3 Now.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
These are the faces that smile so wide at the friends and staff who are by their side, where life is lived with a feeling of pride on every bump of life's great ride that comes from the care that sweetens the air that lives in the house that angels built. Attic Angel Community, independent homes and 4 levels of assisted living built with the help of angels.
At Weedman Lawn Care, we believe that a lush, beautiful lawn should be enjoyed by the whole family. That's why we offer a kid and pet-friendly program to create a healthier, greener, weed-free lawn that your whole family can enjoy. Our program includes effective applications of targeted weed control and slow-release golf course quality fertilizer to achieve real results. Call or click today for your free quote, or sign up now and see the Weedman difference. Doesn't your family deserve a Weedman lawn?
What's at the top of your home improvement list? Did you say better insulation? Because better insulation makes everything you do in your home better. Even just walking in the front door on a hot day. So get ready for summer now with USA Premium Foam. It keeps the hot air out, the cool air in, and your electric bills lower.
And right now during Home Improvement Month, our labor is free. You pay for the foam, and we'll put it in for free. But that ends May 31st.
USA Insulation.
This
This month, all CoreTech water-resistant flooring is on sale at Surgenian's. We offer the largest CoreTech selection in Madison. Take advantage of unprecedented sale pricing with 12-month financing. Local, sustainable Surgenian's.
Trust your feet to Morgan's shoes.
Finn Comfort footwear is handmade from the finest of natural products, leather-lined and expertly crafted, made with great care to ensure a first-class product that Finn Comfort is known for. Finn Comfort, meticulously handcrafted in Germany and loaded with arch support. You can be assured that Morgan shoes will properly fit you in your new Finn Comfort shoes.
Comfort with style. Trust your feet to Morgan Shoes.
Morgan Shoes, Hilldale.
Tomorrow, Josh shares the unique way a local man is sharing his memories of life on the farm.
And send us your weather photos for a chance to win a First Warn weather umbrella.
And after a cool, rainy Monday, we do have some warmer weather with some sunshine this week. Join us tomorrow between 4:30 and 7.
What a regular season finale it was for the Badgers softball team. Not only did they sweep the Hawkeyes, but Wisconsin did it in dominating fashion, outscoring Iowa 15-1. The 3 wins earned UW the 5th seed in this week's Big Ten tournament, and they'll face 12th-seeded and tourney host Illinois on Wednesday. And to head coach Yvette Healy, there's nothing better than this time of year.
To go on the road, you get to play the host team, and you get to do it under the lights with all their fans, and that's what you play for. And so for our team, I love that they get that experience. I want the stands full when we're playing, so to see Illinois at home. Now, I love we'll be in their dugout. I love that we get to be the home team. You know, just that's the little sister in me that likes to, you know, poke the bear a little bit.
Badger volleyball unveiled their non-conference schedule for the fall, and Kelly Sheffield's squad will be tested early and often before they begin league play. Wisconsin starts with the Big Ten Big 12 Challenge with matches against Baylor and TCU. Their home opener is September 3rd against Tennessee. Then they'll face Marquette at Pfizer Forum and close out the non-con with a trip to Florida on September 17th. A year ago, Kenneth Odomegwu didn't really know what the line of scrimmage was. Fast forward to now, and the 6'6", 275-pound defensive lineman is trying to earn a spot on the Packers roster. OG was placed with Green Bay as part of the NFL's International Pathway program, despite never playing a game of organized football. And even though it's a small sample size, Matt LaFleur has been impressed with what he's seen.
He's an impressive-looking guy. He definitely has the size, just in limited interaction with him. He seems pretty intelligent, pretty eager, but you know, there's going to be a lot of work in front of him. But it is a cool thing in terms of just for the game of football, to give somebody an opportunity from another country, I think is just a big-time plus.
And Troy Fumagalli is officially a 49er. The former Badger signed a 1-year deal with the franchise this afternoon after being cut from San Fran's practice squad last season. Fumagalli was drafted in the 5th round by the Broncos in 2018.
You know what I'd like to cut? This weather that we're having. See what I did there? I went from sports to weather.
He's here all night, folks.
He's so pro. He's a pro's pro.
My gosh, get him a paycheck. Now let's take a look at our 10-day forecast. We're looking at temperatures to be on the up and up until we get into the weekend. We're pretty stable from Friday and Saturday. But folks, we're going to cool right back down heading into Mother's Day. Expect some showers and storms for the weekend. But until we get there, sunshine and 70s, I think we'll take that.
Mom says to get better on that weather.
We're doing our best.
All right.
Thanks, everyone.
That's going to do it for us. Have a great evening, and we'll see you back here at 10.